How long does it take to grow potatoes indoors? Potato is one of inexpensive and deliciously cooked vegetables that are loved by almost every person. Kids are lovers of French fries. There are different varieties of potatoes that are grown, and the growing period of one variety is different from the other. Potato is that vegetable which is easily grown in any place and environment. In this article I will discuss about that. How long does it take to grow potatoes? Commonly there are 3 varieties of potatoes, and all of them have different time of maturation. The early varieties of potatoes are ready to be used in the late May and June. Other varieties will take some more time to be harvested. The later varieties of potatoes are best to be used in the winter months. Whenever you plant the potatoes, you have to note the date, because in this way you will come to know about the time when they are to be harvested. What is the best time of year to plant potatoes? What month do you plant potatoes is also asked by many people. The earlier spring is the best time of the year for planting potatoes. The temperature of soil is very important to be noted. The potato plants starting growing when the temperature is warm, that is 45 degrees Fahrenheit to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. As the temperature becomes hotter, then the number of tubers are decreased. The colder the soil is, the more tubers will grow with it. Cold soil does not mean the frosty season. The soil has to be moist but not waterlogged for growing the potatoes. Make sure you plant then 12 inches deep. After that they should be covered with soil that is 3 inches of cover. How do you know when your potatoes are ready to harvest? You will come to know about the right time of harvesting the potatoes when the flowers are open, or you can say that the buds have dropped. It is the time to harvest the tubers. Usually it is considered that they reach the size of a hen, then they are in a position to be harvested. It is the answer to how long does it take to grow potatoes. The foliage turns yellow and it dries out. At that time the potatoes have become matured. Then you can cut them. It is good that you leave them for a week before the tubers are harvested. The potatoes you dig up initially should be rubbed with your fingers so its skin becomes ready for harvest. Make sure they are dry enough before you store them. In this way they will remain fresh for long. Earlier varieties of potatoes and their growing period. The common potato variety takes shorter time and they are ready as almost 90 days. It means that you have to harvest them within 90 days. This variety grows best in cool regions. The earlier varieties of potatoes have standard round shape. They are clean as well. The end of February and late March is ideal time for their plantation. Within 10 weeks the early variety of potatoes are ready to be harvested. They are best for steaming, frying, and also suitable for salads. They can be added to various dishes. The growing period of the earlier varieties of potatoes is between 70 to 90 days. Mid-season varieties of potatoes and their growing period. There are also some mid-season varieties of potatoes that take some more time, that is about 100 days, and they are best to be planted in warm regions. So it depends of the type of potato variety you are growing in your garden. The mid-season varieties of potatoes are generally big in size as compared to the earlier ones. They are excellent for roasting and frying. You can add them in salads and other dishes that need mashed potatoes. The growing period of the mid-season varieties of potatoes is between 100 to 110 days approximately. Late varieties of potatoes and their growing period. There are people who want that the potatoes be used throughout the season. All those gardeners should go for the late varieties of potatoes. More than 100 days are needed for maturation. It is also very important that the potatoes are stored the right way. In this way they will be used for long. The late varieties of potatoes are resistant to diseases, which mean that they can be stored for winter season. This variety is best for roasting and frying. They have an extraordinary taste. The growing period of the late variety of potatoes is around 120 days and more than that approximately. Necessary care for growing potatoes. 1. If you don't know how to grow potatoes at home, then make sure when you are planting the potatoes then the soil is loose and well drained. 2. Moisture is very important for potatoes. Watering on regular basis when the tubers begin to form. 3. Hilling the potato plants is the next step. It is done before the blooming of the potato plants. Usually when the potato plants become 6 to 8 inches tall, then you have to dig up the earth around the plant. The roots should be covered well. It is just to support your plant. 4. Buying the potato plants in loose soil is important. When you hill the potatoes, then they are saved from sunburn. Also, they don't turn green, which makes them toxic in that form. 5. The potatoes need to be hilled continuously after some weeks as it keeps them protected. Thanks for watching.